Hello guys, welcome to TechEV.com, your solution provider. My name is Jack and this is a quick introduction guide on Toon Studio 8. I'm going to use it to show you the basics and get you along the program. So let's start right away. Okay, this is the workstation that we're going to use. The software is called Toon Studio. It is a very famous and easy to use software for animation, mostly 2D, but you can also use it for a slight 3D animation, even though it contains you more in the 3D territory. Uh, you can see here the main tools. It is a very friendly user environment. We start with the colors that we use to draw. We have a total of 120 colors over here, all different and all great. Notice that you can size up or down all the windows, up or down, size it up or size it down. You can make the workstation yours. You can edit it however you want. You can shrink the icons up or down. You can move them wherever you want, do whatever you like. There is no limitation actually to how you can make the workspace that you're using. You can take the color palettes and take it above or below or do whatever you want. See, I just moved it above. Now let's take it back to where it was as a window, or do all sorts of things. So over here we have the colors, and let's go to the selection tools, and let's go to the tools over here. Here we have the selection tool. We can select almost anything with that tool. Mostly drawings that we do with the brush or the pencil. Let's start with a brush. So with a brush we have drawing widths, meaning that you can choose from a variety of different widths of the line. You can make it more thick or more thin, whatever you want, whatever you like. And if you are not satisfied with those preset widths of the pen or the brush, you can go down here and mess with the attributes and the sizes of the brush. You can mess with the minimum size and the maximum size. Those are different because in Toon Studio you can use a drawing pen with a pressure system. So if you put the minimum size, let's say to 5, and the maximum size to 54 or 55 to be more accurate, then by using a drawing pen with a pressure system, you can make bigger or smaller, I mean, you can make thicker or thinner lines according to your the pressure you're putting. Now I'm using a mouse pad, so I cannot there is no use for me using both minimum and maximum sizes. I can only use the maximum size, and every line has the same width for me and for everyone out there using a mouse pad. But just know that if you're using a drawing pen, then you can have different widths in one line. The smoothness is for the lines to be exactly what the tool here says, more smooth. So let's see, if I have a shaky hand and I do a drawing such as that, then it smooths it down, and if I take the maximum size up, then you will be able to see that better. Let's take it up to 30. See, if I make a shaky drawing, see that it smooths it down very easily and effectively. Now the more you turn up the smoothness, the more it smooths the line, if you have a shaky hand. Now if you turn it down and you make a shaky drawing, then it smooths nothing. So my advice to you is use the smoothness for different different drawings, and depending on the tools that you're using at the current time. So after the brush we have the pencil. The difference with a pencil is even if you're using a drawing pen with a pressure system, the width of the pen it remains always the same. So those attributes do not matter. I mean, the minimum size, the maximum size is what you set. But even if you have a pen, you cannot make different widths, you know, thicker and thinner lines. So that's the pen. Other than that, it's the exact same as the brush. Then we have the pen tool, the eraser tool, the zoom tool, and the text tool. I'm not going to show you all of these because that would require uh, much more time. Let me just show you real quick the pen tool and the eraser tool. So we got the pen tool over here, and we paint inside the shape that we created. Make sure that you have a closed shape, otherwise the whole thing could be painted. And here in the eraser tool you can erase parts of a line, you know, just like that. And you can zoom in or out using shortcuts, which are the Z and the X key. Use the X key to zoom in and the Z key to zoom out. And then the text you can use to type in different things, you know, to your scenery. So I'm going to use the eraser tool to erase everything. And let's see. Oh, this is a text, so we cannot erase it. We can just delete it. That's better. So, okay. Now, since we're done with those buttons, let's go up here. We have the regular buttons to every drawing software. You know, you can open a file, a project, or insert a new one, save, cut, copy, paste, undo. When you have a timeline down here and you have filled it with different time frames and animations, you can go over here and those are the play buttons, or forward, fast forward, backwards, or fast backwards frames. And over here you have the animation tools, which we're going to use in depth in future tutorials on Adobe on Toon Studio. We have the onion skin tool and the drawings, previous or next tools, and here we have the we have the ellipsing tool and all those useful tools for the animations. So other than that, we have properties here next to the color palette window, where we can vary the duration of our animation, or the type, the rotation, and things like that. So let's say we want to and things like that. So let's say we want to um, edit a bit the shit. So let's say we want to change the type and make it a background. You see, this helps with scenery that we're trying to use, but you cannot see a result unless you have drawn something over here. Next, we have the library window, where we can import different presets for the software to use. And over here we have some views to see. This is the camera view, you can see over here. This is the drawing view, where you can this is the whole space you can draw, but this is what will be shown to your camera unless you take it up. Let's oh, another thing, let's delete these for now and come back later for a few more details on those lines. Then we have the side view and the top view, but of course you can see the side and top views if you have a 3D scenery made. And you can also play with Workspace by making a default workspace or a drawing workspace, where this is designed mostly for drawing, and then you can go back to default or do whatever you want. You can go to the scene planning Workspace. This helps you by putting the side and top views right next to your windows to be more easy to view, at the exact same time what you're doing simultaneously. And for now, let's go to the default workspace again. The below tools, I have not forgotten them, but those are the tools that we're going to use for our animations. This is the tools that you use to rotate or record, your animation, or play with the scenery and the camera views. And these are the tools you use to animate your characters after you've made them. Make the rigging effect and move all the arms and legs effectively. You use those tools to do that. So that's about it. That's the first introduction and a quick guide to the Toon Studio 8 software. Thank you for watching. If you have any questions, leave a comment and I will do my best to reply. For more tricks and tips, visit techiv.com, your solution provider. And until next time, take care.